Hello everybody, I'm Raffaella for the Raindance Film Fest YouTube channel. We're here together for our first series of interviews with short filmmakers. The first one will be Mihalis Monemvasiotis for Everynight I'm Falling Out of Nowhere. Hello everybody, welcome to the Raindance YouTube channel. We are together with Mihalis Monemvasiotis, whose short participated to Raindance film festivals and is called Everynight I'm Falling Out of Nowhere. Welcome, Mihalis. Could you tell us something about your movies?
Everynight is my graduation film for film school, and it's a 15-minute long psychological drama about the power of denial. And it's at the same time like the third sort of a trilogy I was making the last 3 years, and in all the three films, it's about the different aspects of reality, and that's what I'm trying to explore with those shorts, really.
Can you tell us something about the storyline of the shorts?
Like for Everynight I'm Falling Out of Nowhere, the storyline, the story follows Amy. Amy is an 18-year-old girl living in London, still going to high school, and we basically follow her through one of her days. And the day starts and she's eating breakfast, and then she's going to school, and on the way back home she gets a phone call from a friend called John, and John invites her to a party. She gets really excited because on that party there's going to be a guy called Chris. She gets dressed up and everything, and then suddenly she appears outside a hotel room door. And inside this door, things are a bit different than they're supposed to. I'm not gonna say more because I'm gonna spoil the film, but that's kind of the main idea. And it's about I like to play with perception, so it basically follows Amy's perception throughout this, and eventually that's why it's called Everynight I'm Falling Out of Nowhere. That's her perception for every day almost.
So it's your third short, actually. It's not your first.
No, it's not my first short. It's actually my seventh short, but it's the third short of this thematic trilogy.
Have you done all the rest here in London, or?
No, my plan was to shoot each sort of those three in a different country. So the first one has been shot in Greece, the second one has been shot in Denmark, and the third one has been shot in England.
So how could you arrange to do these movies in different cities?
So basically the idea was that to study, because I was studying at the same time. I studied 4 years in an island in Greece, and then as soon as I finished that, I went back home in Athens and started with the first film there. And also the feeling was I really want to express an emotion with each of those three films. So the idea was to shoot each one at the country that brings me kind of this emotion. Mm-hmm. So for the first film, its name is Nowhere for the first film, the emotion was love. And I saw it in Greece because I've been raised in Greece, and that's what this country brings to my mind. And then I went to study in Denmark for a year, and then I decided that this is the right place to shoot the second film. The name of the film is When I Close My Eyes, and the emotion I went for was kind of agony. Because let's say that Scandinavia can treat you a bit weird when you stay there in winter. And the third film, I knew, I came to study in England in purpose to shoot this film as well. It was on my plan. So the first day that I went to film school, when I got the interview, I said that I want to study here, but at the same time I want to make this film. And they said, all right. So they got me in, and the emotion for the third film, Everynight I'm Falling Out of Nowhere, is melancholia. Really, that's what I went for, because that's what England brings to my mind. So yeah.
That's very touchy anyway. And how could you find out money to do all these movies and the people to work with?
Yeah, being in several film schools is always helpful to meet creative people who are keen to work passionately for a project that they feel it's inspiring for them, and most of the times they're going to do it for free. And now, because you do need money for the basic stuff at least. most of that money, like I was working as freelance editor at the same time, so I gathered some money, most of the money myself. Now, like for this film, for Everynight, I had a small fund from the film school because it was my graduation film. So, like overall, like Everynight costed like something less than £1,000.
You shot these movies in several countries because you attended different classes, different schools. So what can you tell us about that?
I studied like in Greece. We don't really have a film school, but we have universities who kind of do the same thing. I went to the Aegean University and I went to the Department of Cultural Technology and Communications on the field of audiovisual arts. There I stayed like 4 years because it's a BA honors, and on this one, like it was mainly theory, like film theory and film history, and it was generally more theoretical as universities are. And after that, I kind of felt that okay, theory is really good. It gives you some base, some fundamental point to start, but at the same time, I don't know how to really make a film. So I tried to make my own film just with theory, and that's when I made my first short. Then I really wanted to go somewhere where I could like use to as practical course as possible. And then I found out about the European Film School in Denmark, which is exactly that. Like it's 90% practice and practical and 10% theory. So I went there for this course, which is like a year course. And because it's in a really small town, like outside the second biggest city of Denmark, which is Aarhus, like the only thing you can't do there is make films. You cannot, like, even if you want to escape, do something else, you just can't. Your colleagues there are the only people for you. So, and because everyone's living in a campus, so you meet those people, you eat with those people, you sleep with those people, you drink with those people, and you make films with those people. Like that's the only thing you can't do. And imagine the weather is not really pleasant there either. So like there was snow for 3 months. So you can't go anywhere. You have to stay in, making films. So that helped a lot. But coming this course to an end, I realized that what I'm still missing now is being able to direct actors as good as I wanted to. So that's why I came to Central Film School of London, which basically has this course, the advanced directing course, in which like it focuses on getting performances from your actors and many different ways to achieve that. And that helped me very, very much to get to a better level of trying to get performances, because that's what I felt I was lacking at the time. And like it was mainly focused on that, and I think it was a really great choice for to strengthen, like, because I think you basically earn tools. So you are a big toolbox, which is empty at the beginning, and as soon as you go somewhere, you get a few tools to know how to fix those things, and then you're still missing some tools, and you go to this other place that can offer you those tools. And then at the end of the day, you get with a good toolbox, like quite full, and you feel, okay, now I know how to deal with this and how to deal with that. And I think it's really, for me at least, it was really helpful. I'm really glad that I had the chance to do that.
Have you got the chance to screen your trilogy all together anywhere?
I actually, 3 days ago, I got an invitation actually from my hometown to do this. Like it's weird because it's only like a really small group of people who actually have seen all 3 films, and only like 3 people have actually seen all 3 films in a row. But I think it does work. You can kind of get the similarities in the stories and the same tropes that I'm trying to put in each one of them. But at the same time, I think you also kind of feel the kind of some involvement on us as filmmakers. Like, because the first one is the first film of the trilogy is actually the first ever film that I've ever made. And then the second one is the 4th film that I've ever made, and this one is like the 7th. So you kind of see, I think, like the difference, and I'm kind of glad for that. Like, I think that that helps a lot, boost your confidence. I always believe that in order to make better films, you need to make films in the first place. So after every short, like going back to the short and watching it again, like a few months later, and I have a notebook on which I write down like what I should not do like this next time. So I think that's a really good practice to, you know, get better. And that's why I think that Everynight so far is the best piece of work I've worked. It's the latest one, actually, and it's been like really glad. Like, the whole team is really glad because there is some appreciation, and like it's been already in 7 film festivals, and it keeps going. So it's a really nice feeling to get appreciated for what you're working on.
Yeah, it seems to be really great. So you graduated from school now, and which is your future plans?
I've stopped, like, I graduated from film school like almost a year ago. I've helped a friend from the school, like another director, to shoot his feature film, like his first feature film last summer, which actually is just like the final product is just made, and he's looking to distribution now. The film's called The Telemachy, and at the same time I'm working I've been preparing like 2 TV series and 2 feature films, and I have already written like 3 shorts and like loads of ideas and stuff. Now it just needs funding, basically. But I think we're getting there, especially with one of the TV series. There's big interest already. So fingers crossed, like something big is gonna happen the next 2 months.
Yeah, so finger crossed for you. And is there any kind of advice that you could do to other young directors?
To keep practicing. I cannot say anything else. Like I've been studying 7 years, and I think that the most important lesson was to keep trying, keep practicing, and it's like try and error, and then go back and try again, and that's the best way I think to do it. And like the first thing that I did that had to do with filmmaking was like had Handycam, and it was basically like the films that I really liked had my cousins, like I was kind of giving them like ice cream and candy to actually like act those scenes, and for me to actually try to shoot those scenes as they were in those films, and then try to understand, okay, why. So I think it's a good practice, and you have to keep trying, and you're gonna evolve.
Thanks a lot to Mihalis Monemvasiotis. If there's anything else that you want to add?
No, just like if you would like to check my films and my shorts, like you can find more details on www.monemvasiotis.com. And it was a pleasure to be here with you, Raffaella. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hope you enjoyed the interview, and if you missed the previous one, click here and subscribe to the channel.